Hello! Welcome back to another video, guys. It's just been 5 weeks in the New Zealand lockdown now, and during that time I got so bored I didn't know what to do with myself. I ended up putting my car up on jack stands and literally cleaning everything. I took the tail lights out, all the boot rubbers, all the door jambs, everything, cleaned them all down. I even jacked the car up, took all the suspension out, all underneath, apart from the subframe. Obviously I was a bit lazy to do that in this space, but everywhere that I could reach easily I cleaned with hot water, a little bit of soap and a Scotch-Brite. As I was doing this, I noticed some things that kind of made me think about these cars a little bit more, think about the problem that they have with rust being the main one, as you guys are probably going to tell from the title of this video. I found a little bit in my car, not bad, nothing that would really worry me, more surface than anything, but I also found some spots that weren't rusted yet but were definitely going to. I'm going to show you them right now, and I'm going to show you why we're doing this. So right now you can probably see there's a whole bunch of red paint around here, and then there's some sealer, and then right here is this purple piece. Looks a bit strange. Well, what this is a piece of the chassis underneath that was just painted red. Over time, obviously, all the stones have chipped it away and it was left with bare metal. So I put some rust converter over that just to make sure it doesn't rust away. Same here. Same on many parts under this whole car. Now that didn't really leave me too stoked, considering I'm putting a lot of effort into this thing. So I decided, fuck it, while we're here, we're going to get some sealer, which I have to pick up later today, because it's click and collect in New Zealand, so you can't just go into a shop and buy things. You gotta choose a time to collect it and all this random shit. But anyway, I'm gonna reseal all those seams and all the ones that they didn't seal. If you guys have been watching the Jimmy Oaks videos, which I'm sure you guys have, you know what I'm talking about. Putting some seam sealer, smoothing in all the edges just to make it watertight. And then we're gonna put underseal on the whole car. So I did a little bit last night just to test it out. I'm not too sure how good it worked, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Here you can see it kind of looks a bit weird. I kind of tried to just blob it on to try to get like a textured finish, and over here I just brushed it and it looks a lot better. So I'm going to re-go over all this once it's dried and just brush it on. But basically I'm going to get under the car. I'm going to do all the wheel wells first because they're easy, but then I'm going to get under the car and I'm going to brush on all this stuff under the whole car, even under the back here where it's had none. You can see up in there it's got nothing, and just basically make sure that this car doesn't rust away in the next 10-15 years while I own it. So here's what I'm using. You just buy the stuff from bloody Repco. It's made by CRC. It's like a brush on underseal, as you can tell by the label there. Got a brush. Here's my rear wheel arch all cleaned out. As you can see up there, I've got it all taped up so I don't get anything through there. And just, obviously you don't want to cover these fittings or anything like that. If you were going to do this from a stripped out car, you obviously wouldn't have any of this on, but I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm just trying to prevent it as best as possible. We'll call it budget, I guess, to get this all cleaned up before the car goes back on the road. So yeah, just take this stuff basically, dip your brush in, and you just sort of brush them on like this. Make sure you get them right up into these seams, and obviously just brush this stuff on nice and thick like so. Let it dry and Bob's your auntie. So I'm going to go through, do all this and keep moving around, get them nice and coated. So I've got the side all done now, as you can see. So it says it takes about 2 hours to tack off, so I'll leave it for 2 hours, then I'll come back through and coat it again. Hopefully we've got enough. I've got another tin there, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get one coat on at least the whole way through the car first, and then do the second layer in the bits where there's none. So there was quite a bit already in this sort of section, so I might just do like up the skinny part on both front and rear wheel arches, just where there was no original seam sealer anyway, and you guys get the idea. So wherever there wasn't seam sealer, I'll put it on twice. Wherever there was, I'll just do the one coat. So I've done all 4 of my wheel wells now. You can see 1, 2, obviously 3 and 4 is coming up. 3 and 4. So that's just the first coat on those. Like I said, the high contact areas I'm going to try and put more on. I can't do that underneath in the middle section because I want to seam seal those seams that are really close to the ground and the water, like driving into them and stuff like that. I want to get some sealer on there so it can't get in. But I am going to do this rear section just here where the exhaust goes and the spare wheel well and all that, and just up in these corners here. So hopefully my tin will last that long, because I've only got one more and I want to make sure that I can do that piece. So if I can get one coat on here, I'm not too fussed, because it's not too hard just to put another coat on later. And obviously, like I was saying, don't worry, I will pull the subframe out eventually and do under there, but car's going to get some work done hopefully in the next couple of weeks, so I'll wait till I can get it on a hoist, just to make this a bit easier, and I'll do all the bits that I missed and under the front guards and all that kind of thing. So don't worry, we will do everywhere, but for now we're just going to do these bits while it's all prepped and cleaned before I start driving it around. So I ended up getting that rear end finished, as you guys saw in the little time lapse. All coated up now. Just waiting for them to dry. Looks good. And here it's all done, obviously. So I did a second coat on the front left passenger side. That's all pretty much dry now. Managed to squeeze the suspension back in. So that's how she's looking. So I'm going to go through, do the right front now, and then hopefully I've got enough left in this little tin. There's still a little bit left to do the two rear ones, and then it might be 2 o'clock, so I can go pick up the seam sealer. I'll show you guys how I'm going to seam sealer the cracks and crevices and the overlapping seams and stuff, and then wait for that to dry, and then we'll chuck some more undersealer on, and then I'll show you the finished product, and we'll put it on the ground and done, blah 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 blah. So I ended up going pretty ham. Got shit everywhere. I have no idea how hard this shit comes off, but the car is all done bar 2 middle sections. Sorry I didn't film too much, there was heaps of people across the road and I hate filming in front of people still. So I'll show you where we're at now. Here's the camera can pick it up. That's all had a double coat all under the wheel well, and all through the center of the car now has been coated and sealed. So hopefully now we're pretty good for stone chipping and whatnot. You can see if I pull this wheel, it's pretty dark in here, but yeah. Oh, hold on, I'll get my torch out. 2 seconds, guys. You can see it's all coated nicely in here now, so no stone chipping, hopefully. But anyway, that'll be all for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys found this useful. Protection of the sands from rusting away.